What's up, guys? Awesome game right here. Today we're doing a Huohuo review from Honkai Star Rail. So yes, I've been playing this game. I think this game's really fun. You guys know I'm into turn-based games, strategy games, as I've played a lot of Legends of Runeterra on this channel. I wasn't gonna make this video, but I've noticed a distinct lack of Huohuo videos, like on YouTube. So here's mine. Also, I just cleared MOC 10, so that's exciting. So yeah, I'm gonna show a clear. So this is gonna be kind of like a review slash showcase kind of video. It's not really gonna be a builds guide, but I'll show you my builds before we get into it. So yeah, first off, like, why do I play this game? Like, I mean, this game's cool. The devs really do care about this game, so past few patches they've been adding a lot of endgame content, like really good endgame content. Plus, they're adding on to existing like endgame systems. So like the MOC, they're extending that. They're adding another kind of MOC mode. That's really cool. I really appreciate devs that take care of the game. They take care of the players. They want to see their game succeed. So that's what's really cool about this gacha game. I also play Genshin, but that game's like dog easy. So like, there's no point in me covering it. This game doesn't get enough coverage, so I'm just gonna be doing a video. So yeah, Huohuo. She's the newest abundance character. Her banner's up right now. What's really cool about Huohuo is she's not just an abundance unit. She kind of feels like a harmony unit. Huohuo has a sustain is amazing, but Huohuo as a harmony character is also amazing. She's not like super excellent at both things, but she's good enough in both things, right? Because instead of running a harmony character and an abundance character, you can just run Huohuo. So that's what's really cool about her, because we do have limited team slots. You can only have 4 members per team. Huohuo fills in the roles of 2 characters, which is really sick. Huohuo has a sustain, compared to other sustains, she's like good enough. She's not Luocha tier, right? She's not gonna have Luocha tier healing. If she did, then Luocha would just be directly power crept, and that's not really healthy for the game, right? You don't want characters directly power creeping each other. But Huohuo, she's like good enough at sustain to the point where she's basically power creeping Luocha, because her healing is like really good. It's like better than Bailu's, right? She has the auto healing kind of aspect, like passive healing. Like it doesn't have to be her turn to apply a heal, and her harmony aspects are pretty good. She kind of reminds me of a Xuan. So Xuan's another sustain character, which I'll be showing in the showcase, where she helps your characters survive, but not only that, she buffs them, right? So in Xuan's case, her E, right, she gives you HP and crit rate. HP is whatever. Crit rate, that's an insane stat to have. Crit rate and crit damage. Any character that gives these stats are really good. Huohuo herself, she gives attack, which is really good for most characters, because most characters, like damage dealing characters, scale off of attack. Right, so here's her ultimate. 20% of max energy, and then 40% attack. That's insane. Because as a harmony unit, that's not a lot. But she's not a harmony unit. She's an abundance unit. That's the crazy part, right? So a really good character. Also really like her design. If you guys played the quest, very good story. I really like the plot development. And you're just, all in all, amazing character. Visually, plot-wise, in-game. Like, I mean, look at this animation. I don't know. It just breaks my heart. Okay. So let's get into the team reviews. That's pretty much all I had to say about Huohuo. So this Memory of Chaos, I don't really care about this effect. I've already recorded the showcase, so I'm gonna do a voiceover on that. But let's just get into the enemy review. So it's gonna be the Malefic Ape, the King Shadow, and the Mara Struck Soldier. So here I've chosen to play the Kafka team, because this guy doesn't really matter, right? These 2 characters, they're weak to both fire and wind, and this one's weak to lightning. That screams Kafka team. So I'm running Kafka on this side with Huohuo. Why? Because so right now my characters, they're not like fully built, right? They don't have their relics like fully maxed, so they're pretty squishy. So at the moment, my Xuan is definitely the better sustainer, because I have my Xuan's like fully built. So I'm using Huohuo on the side that deals less damage to my team, which is this side, because the Malefic Ape, you can control who he hits, and you'll see me in the showcase doing that. And then on side 2, I'm using Xuan because this guy actually does a lot of damage, right? He has 2 phases, and you want to mitigate it as much as you can. Also, he's quantum weak, so Xuan's quantum, it kind of helps, right? I have some break effect on her. So yeah, we're running Xuan on this side because he does more damage, and Xuan's more belts. Okay, you can look at my builds. There'll probably like be a number on the screen, so you can like just skip to the showcase. Okay, so Kafka, she's at 3000 attack, running Good Night Sleep Well at S4. Traces 9, 8, and then her talents are 6. Relics, decently invested. It just released a new set, but this is what I have. So crit rates and HP defense. She's not too squishy. This one has attack percent, which is really good for her. This one's main stat attack percent, some break effect because she does break. Some attack percent on her boots. I'm looking for a speed boot. I might upgrade to the next set and then look for a speed boot on there, because I think the newer set's better for dots. Lightning damage boost. I've seen people use attack percent spheres, but I'm using lightning damage here on the space healing station sets, and we got an attack percent build. Because she is dodge, she doesn't really benefit from crits, though there has been some crit going on. E0, I'm not a whale. I mean, I don't want to talk about okay. 5,000 HP on my Huohuo. Ideally it'd be at least 6,000, but it's okay. She's healing. Using this light cone. I don't really have any other abundance light cones built, so I'm using this. I could use this. This is really good. I could, S for it, and then I get like I think 14% energy. But it just feels bad to waste like outgoing healing. So on this side you see outgoing healing when they use their ultimate is increased by 18%, but Huohuo doesn't actually heal on her ultimate like the other abundance characters. Luocha doesn't either, but yeah. This side would be wasted, so I'm using this one because it's built. It's what I used to use for my links. Traces, decently leveled. This one's maxed because her ultimate is just insane. 40% attack buff and 20% max energy, as I showed before. Really good. We'll see why. Her not traces. Her relics. We got the longevity set and the speed sets for HP and speed. So lots of HP percent here, some speed, some defense. Crit damage, I would have preferred a bit more HP, but it is what it is. Outgoing healing, obviously, so we have better heals. Speed, so she is good with speed. If you play her properly, she's SP neutral. I kind of played her SP negative because I just needed a lot of healing. But normally when your characters are built, they're like tanky enough. She's SP neutral and honestly can also go SP positive. So yeah, speed's good on her. HP for more healing, and then ERR rope because we need energy regen so we can spam her ultimate. Of course it's maxed, so I want to spam it as much as possible because it's insane. Good knife and so did I show Eidolons? Okay, there you go. Good knife and E1. It just reduces effect rise by 10%. It's not that big. Light cone. Eyes of the Prey, 70 out of 70. 9, 6, 8. Not bad. Not great. It's okay. We have the fire set. We have the attack set. This set, the set's good, but my pieces aren't. So you'll see I'm lacking a lot of attack percents on my substats. This one's okay, but ideally this would be attack percent main, right? Now crit damage, I don't have an attack percent main on this set, which is kind of sad. Speed with some flat attack, crit damage, preferably attack percent, but it is what it is. Fire damage and ERR because we want to spam her ultimate as well. We play Gunaifen for the. Honestly, she's a Nihility character, but feels like a Harmony character because she increases your team's damage, right? If you look at her talents, when she inflicts burn, she applies Fire Kiss, which will help you deal 6.6% more damage to that enemy. So that's why we're running Gunaifen. She applies dots and she's kind of like a Harmony character. It's good for Kafka. Sampo, not well invested, but I mean good enough, works. We have, I think important part is this trace so he doesn't like get one shot. That's why like these 4-star relics like kind of work out. They're not max, but so he's like swishy, but it's okay. He's not gonna get one shot. I did have to do multiple attempts because he does die pretty easily, but it's okay. Eventually we do clear. Okay, Jingliu, 4k HP, 2k attack. Really good character. I have an insane amount of crit damage on her because she gets 50% crit rate from her passive, so really good. Maxed out traces, like pretty much maxed. This I don't even use this, but you know, I mean sometimes, but like it's okay. That doesn't need to be maxed out. Relics, I'm using the quantum set. Why not the ice set? Because I have a broken light cone and this does defense ignore, and then if you stack defense ignore it's just even better. Right, E0. Her pieces are actually kind of cracked. So crit rate, crit damage, speed, crit rate, crit damage, and some attack percent. On her body we have crit damage, crit rate substat, which is big. Speed boots with crit damage. Preferably would have had crit rate, but you know how hard it is to get speed boots. Ice damage boost with insane crit rate, crit damage. This is actually crazy because not only is it ice damage on Rutilant, it's crit rate, crit damage substats and decent amount of rolls. Attack percent rope, crit damage substats. Would have also preferred crit rate on this, but it is what it is. It's okay. She's really good. Her build's really good. Heavily invested, as you can see. Xuan, also decently invested. Her traces are... She's a support, so I didn't max them out, but 8/8's good enough, right? She gives 10% crit rate. Relics, she has the defense, or not defense, the damage reduction set, and the longevous HP set. So a lot of HP on this piece, some speed, some effect hit rate, that's not necessary. Some break effect, so that's like, you know, when she breaks, it'll do something. Effect res, defense, very good combo for Xuan. Speed and defense, effect res, all good things. HP on my ball and HP on my rope. That's because Xuan's HP scaling, right? And then I have a light cone, not maxed, but the effect's broken, so it's okay. E0. Pela E6. So realistically, you don't really need to invest in a Pela. All you need to do is make sure she survives. So what do I have on her? I have a HP ball and a defense body. This is important because she's really squishy. You don't want her to die, but you also want her to ult. So because her ult's really the only thing that matters in her kit. Her damage isn't insane, right? So I don't have any of her like damaging traces unlocked, but her ult's like decently invested. I should get another level for 40%, but it's okay. Good enough for now. And then Silver Wolf, also decently invested. 8 out of 10 on all her things except basic. E0. She's running Welt's Light Cone. I wish this was a Bronya, I'll be honest, but I got a Light Cone off standard. What can you do? Okay, so that's the team build. And let's get into the showcase. Okay, so we're here in the MOC. I'm doing a voiceover from my video editor, not my OBS, so it's gonna be a bit scuffed, but bear with me. We're gonna do the 25% attack reduction from Huohuo's technique, get the blind for Sampo, and we're gonna do the fire kiss from the Gunaifan's technique. And start off with the skill, because again, the technique already applied Gunaifan's burn and fire kiss effect, so we don't really need to scale with Gunaifan. So we might as well save on skill points here. As you can see, 6.6%, as what I'm showing. We also do a basic on Huohuo, because there's no need to heal right now, and that's kind of like how she can be SP positive. If there's no need to heal, then there's no need to heal. Just take the SP. Which is why she's really good. So we have our Kafka already. We're just gonna wait for them to attack, and then we're gonna take them down. Probably should have ulted before in case they attack Kafka, so we can get more energy. It's okay. So here, Huohuo, we're gonna heal Kafka because she's low, and if she takes another 8 hits, then she's dead. Now look at the energy on my team. So we have two ults that aren't ready, but then are immediately ready because we got 20%. So that's kind of the power of Huohuo. She's like a King Yun, right? Look at it. Because she also heals. Well, not necessarily better, but like you can run both, you can run her. Really good character overall, right? She's a 5-star. I mean, expected, but yeah, I don't know. She's just such an insane unit. And yeah, you can see the attack buff really at play here. You see how much those dots did? Those dots normally do not do that much damage. Here a little spooky, but Huohuo's got us covered. Fully healed. Like, she has no problem healing as long as your unit survives, right? There's absolutely like no issue in terms of healing. It's just my characters are super squishy, so I need to make sure that I'm playing her on the side where my characters can actually survive hits, which is this side. So we got the first 8 dead. We're going in 5 skill points, which is really good. Gives us good chances. I failed like a bunch of times on this part, but well, somehow this time I got 5 skill points, so we should be good. Or we are. This is pre-recorded. I'm just doing a voiceover. Anyway, we get the passive from Huohuo. Apply a wind shear, and then we're gonna do the cap wall because we don't want to forget to do the cap walls when there's no dots available. So yep, here's the dots application, or the proc, I guess, for Kafka. Get the break off. We're going for the Decaying Shadow first because she's kind of like the more R&D element. The AP we can control, right? We can like manipulate where we use the scale, who has the thing marked, but we can't control where the Decaying Shadow goes. So we're going for her first. We heal with the Huohuo, get the taunt from the Malefic Ape. Huohuo can take hits, as you can see, she has almost 6k HP unlike the other characters, so I mean I'm not too concerned when she's full HP. So I was happy that Huohuo hit. So as you can see, not a threat. Get the wind shear application. So this is why Kafka team is really good here with Kafka and Knife, because that's the 2 weaknesses that the Ape and the Malefic, or the Ape and the Decaying Shadow share. So we're just gonna try to break them. Go ahead with the good knifing skill. Good knife almost dies here. So as you can see, like this is where my relics kind of find their shortcomings because they're not fully stacked. She doesn't have her full HP, full defense. It's kind of struggling, but we do make it. Huohuo was like consistently healing with the passive, so like even if she gets hit, she should be good. Thankfully, she hits the Kafka though, so we don't really have to risk it. You'll notice Huohuo is like passively healing all our characters to 50%. That's her talent. So every time her talent procs, right, she gets a heal off on other characters that are below 50%, and she's getting energy all the while. So that's like, you can see like how she kind of like does what Luocha does, you know, the auto heal does. That's why she's really good. And now they're just back to full, like not even an issue. So at this point we know we've got this one in the bag. So I just go ahead, I spam my skill, try to kill him as fast as possible. This Kafka E should do it. Okay, a little bit off, but we're playing dot, so we're gonna take damage and so that's the first half. Let's get into the second half. Alright, so we're in the second half. We're gonna start off with Xuan technique so we can get an extra certain number meters of Thespians. Get Jingliu to get a user technique of the stack, and then the end of Tella. Get the defense shred. So we start off with the Jingliu auto attack, right? So we want to get as many skill points as possible. Plus we're trying to get the eye stress reduction and the defense reduction before we actually do anything crazy with Jingliu. So we're not trying to block her like state just yet. That's why we went through auto. So now we're doing defense shred, and then we'll go ahead and get Jingliu into her transcendent state. Get her to 2 stacks for Syzygy. And then that way we have defense shred plus Jingliu's damage. So it's not like racing. So we're gonna go for the center, right? Try to get rid of the ad on the left side. And now this guy's like basically covered. So we're gonna start going for the other guy. And then hopefully the side damage will be enough to take care of him. You have to use skill here because our thing's running out. Get the ult. So now we have 2 stacks of Xuan's thing, our passive. So we're not too worried. We're not too worried about her dying anytime soon. Get rid of the guy with 1 HP. And then this guy should be pretty easy to take care of. So that's like the first half of this cycle, or first half of this battle. Things get tricky after this part, so we're gonna face the True Sting. which is kind of annoying. Here I was kind of hoping I'd get my ult, but I didn't. So it is what it is. We're gonna start with her E. A lot of energy to waste it because she's topped off. It is what it is. Can't avoid it. So we held off on Pela until after this thing propagates. So that way we're defense reducing everyone. Silver Wolf, it doesn't really matter when you do it because she's single target and we're always going to be hitting big guy. Get the Ice Red Shred, right? Do that E4 Pela. Silver Wolf doesn't need to do her skill because we have the weakness. She just needs to apply her debuffs, which occur when she auto attacks. So really good unit. Our Xuan is getting a little low. So we might want to start thinking about doing more skills. And this damage is absolutely insane. She has a basically 100% crit rate because of her passive, and then Xuan giving her 10% crit rate. Here we get a break. We go for this skill just to make sure no one dies. We're not gonna Xuan ult or Pela ult just yet because after we get rid of this 6% of HP, he's gonna propagate again. This thing's gonna propagate, right? We want to make sure we hit as many of these bugs as possible. So yeah, you'll see him propagate. Yeah. So now we want to throw out all our ults. Should probably Pela ulted before the Xuan ult, but it doesn't really matter because Xuan doesn't do that much damage. Though the memory effect, it is impacted by defense, I think. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely Pela ult first. Here we scale because we're trying to get as much energy as possible. Like as you can see, Xuan's out of her passive stacks, so it's kind of concerning. So you want to try to prioritize that. Plus, we're not because we're playing Jingliu, we're not really pressed for skill points. Jingliu is kind of like a skill point positive DPS or like skill point neutral kind of DPS. Because she gets as many skill points as she uses, she gets free attacks that don't use skill points. Right, this one doesn't consume skill points. It consumes HP, but it consumes HP to boost her damage, so it's really good. It's gonna ult, right? Get as many of these little bugs dead, because when he does the swarm attack, the damage scales off of how many bugs are alive. So that's where we're trying to get the little guy. You saw me target mainly the small guy. That's so we could get him and the guy on the edge. So now you see this attack, this would have killed us. Like you see Silver Wolf on like life support. It would have killed us if not for Ashley killing the other ads. Because again, damage scales a lot how many ads you have. But yeah, fortunately we got through it. And it should be free from here. Yeah, here you go. And that's MOC 10 cleared with Jingliu and Xuan. So yeah, this side, I mean, not really a Huohuo showcase on this half, but still, kind of showing you why it's good to have a sustain that buffs. Xuan giving the 10.5% crit rate. If I upgrade her, she gives 11%. It's really good overall, right? Like these kinds of units that do like 2-in-1, multiple things. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Take care.